let's do the thing and carry on. We're going to immediately start by doing the story quest, which is talking to Otto, because we have no side quests. Actually, I'll double check at the bar just to make sure I'm not missing any side quests. Some potentially could have popped up in places we haven't been to for a while. But then we're going to talk to Otto and see what's happening. Put us on course for the next story mission.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Is there any side quests I have missed?
Clive! Quick look.
No. Okay, we're good.
Think you can help?
Oh, I haven't handed in anything at you for a while though.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Wow, so we're not even at the next tier yet, but it does keep going. Oh. High Clerk's Medallion, Meteorite. 800 ability points is pretty nice.
All done?
Let's see if there's any new marks now that we forwarded the story. Oh, there is. There's a lot. Whoops. A hill to die on. Oh, it's in the desert where we just were. So is that. Soul Stingers? The cataract. So these are all in the areas we just finished, so that makes sense. It's not that big. Like, the desert wasn't that large, so we could probably run into a bunch of these by accident. I don't like that one's all question marks. It's called the Breaker of Worlds, S rank, and it gives 20,000 to Gil. I still want to see what the next setup to the main story is, but we might go nip around the desert and see if we can find any of these.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any word on the royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
No, you didn't miss anything after the Titan fight. The Titan fight lasted a really long time. We had a talk with Ultima. That's about it. And then just came back here.
The conquering hero returns, and with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident Physica suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans...
Oh yeah, that happened right at the tail end. Yeah, I forgot about that.
He took them to his grave.
Yes, Clive's mother has made her new son emperor.
I've never seen
and Joshua talked to whatever Bahamut's dominant's name is.
Them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Is that why we keep talking to her? Because she's a cartographer?
The kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin.
Oh, that's his name.
The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed Standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports.
I have a complaint that Barnabas looks too much like
Not
Clive.
quite all in your case.
He was also in bed
People of the
with
hideaway must hear the
what's her
news.
face? Garuda.
Justice
Garuda lady.
has been done.
Benedicta.
Hugo Kupka
There was a cutscene of those two in bed
is
together, so she was
The
sleeping
wounds he
around.
left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only
I've never known you to be sentimental, or
and
at all.
We are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
I wanted to go talk to Sid's daughter to see if any kind of mechanic had opened up anyway. New items are available. Oh, I haven't talked to the old lady for ages. Ah, but okay, that's probably unlocked Titan's recipes, because I did check last time, but I must have had to talk to that lady first again about the progressing the story.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good.
Thank YouTube, that's the only reason I knew.
Nicki Minaj.
EVP was on the damn game and he didn't
Don't
know.
let it go to your head, though.
I happened to see a thumbnail when it was in it, showing off what was there for the 4th of July sales.
Blackthorn. Do you have a moment?
Oh, I didn't check our inventory.
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
What do you need? So, will it be?
Ah, there it is.
Did it last
So
you a
weird
good
that, like, I
while?
had it in my inventory, it's just he didn't, like, think of the recipe until after one more cutscene. I think that's spoiling that a white worm will be one of the targets then.
And?
Is it business or pleasure? Coin purse weighing you down?
No, absolutely not. You sell garbage. Charges magic spells? Nah. 3% more limit break generation, wow. Yeah, it's nice to know there's a way to buy some clamshells if I need them. I guess I could be spending my gil on unlocking songs, but...
Finished, are you?
meh. I do want to go check with... what is her name? Mid! Oh, that's right, because she's mid, yes. Well, let's do this first. In case it then tells me to go talk to her anyway.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. Big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
No, I'll swing by where mid is. Just in case.
Thanks to Sid.
I think it's inside this bit. Oop.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Why would anyone want to do that?
No, she's still just tinkering down here, huh? Actually, no, she's alluding to needing something, so we probably will get sent here in a second. Or she'll come and tell us that she needs help with something. Oh. I have no idea where I am.
Death sleeping out here.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Yeah, the sword is not exactly... I wouldn't say it elicits the vision of Titan at all. Looks like a Chris sword, just without the wavy blade.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
Cutscene.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tong down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Well, I called it. Should have trusted my instincts and not went to try and check prior.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
The USS Enterprise. Oh, we're going to turn this into a boat that'll have flight capability.
Vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water. Ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood. And more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
We're building an airship. Sorry, a normal ship. This could be an airship. Or this... I think this was confirmed to have been an airship. With whatever happened to the previous civilization.
I started reading books that don't have any pictures.
Oh no, it was Sid who said, like, one of the other wreckages were possibly an airship. But there was no way to tell. That's where it was. I thought that was a bird sitting there.
What do I have to eat to grow as tall as you, Mr. Stelz?
Would you like me to cut his legs off so he's as short as you?
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though, and I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Vale.
Oh, if we're going back out to the desert anyway, that's perfect.
They call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
No.
Gav, you're with me.
It's the only way to make sure he doesn't lose his other eye. I have to keep him
Right,
where I can see him.
So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I like to see him try.
In your own time.
Alright, off we go. Wrong button. Wait a minute, it says there's a side quest here. I disagree. Oh no, it's saying there's a side quest here. Okay, that makes much more sense. There is indeed.
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir. Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
For you and your giant nose, sure.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
That's up through the salt mine bit, isn't it? Yep.
Oh, where did all men
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
No,
Pet, pet,
I'm
pet.
telling you, it's gone.
Get that man a hairbrush. Now, is that still forwards? Yes. Makes me wonder what's down that way. I'm going to go that way on the way back, because I thought the main mission would send us that way. But I think we're done here, main story-wise. Well, other than the stuff we're doing with Gav. The area over here should be completely destroyed. By Big Titan. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
Mother Crystal.
That could be one of the targets right there in the road, the one that's a guy. I think he was S rank. I don't know how I want to... I'm going to do this first. But that looks like one of the targets. And I think it's one of those damn ninja guys who are annoying. Or it could be connected to the side quest.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Focus on the job at hand. Think about what you can do right now.
What use is proofing loaves when... Wait. Perhaps the solution has been in the bakery all along. You've opened my eyes. Thank you, friend, and fare thee well.
You're welcome.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Okay, so that's back in town. This is definitely going to be one of the marks, as it's a guy surrounded by corpses. Again, we'll give it a go. Wait, I have Torgal with me, right? Yeah. The Nine of the Knives. I'm here to punch you.
My blade yet hungers and so far. Come.
Oh dear.
Let us feast on your flesh. Your feast.
I'm not getting. I was going to say I'm not getting any alerts for the. Why didn't the counter work? Oh, because I was pressing the wrong button. That's why I was trying to do the charge punch. That makes sense. He's doing way too much damage. I just realized.
I bring your blood!
Oh, Torgo did magic there. He's not even in super form.
Nice try.
Oh, that just doesn't work on it. Okay.
Nice try.
I'll snap you like a twig!
Come on. No.
Whoops. I expected the counter to go through. We'll try that again. I can do that. He is killable. I wish it didn't spawn me all the way back at the obelisk, though. Wait, this isn't the obelisk. Where am I? Where am I in relation to where I was? Oh, it put me past him. I know I had heals instantly, but I refused to use any. Okay, much easier if I don't start the fight at half health from forgetting which Titan ability is which. Two meteorite. And if I realise special enemies don't get countered. Right, let's check what's down that other path before we go back to town.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
If you could fly, that'd be great. You can hover. Hello, Santa. I am indeed playing. Where have you been? Been playing it since it came out. Alright, what is down this path? Helldiver. That's a video game.
Rest.
They're after me legs. Days a week, 12-hour shifts. Do what everyone else in my chat does and just watch my streams instead of working. You won't get fired, probably. If anyone catches you, just say I said it was cool. Unless you're like a surgeon or something. Let's see where it keeps going. We're probably going to get sent down here then. But yeah, there's way too many places down here. We're definitely getting sent here later in this story. Okay. Just have a quick nose. Oh, what is that down there? Oh, it's a Rajang wannabe. Are these friendly people? No. Good, because neither am I. Take us away. I want to see the counter actually do things.
Nice try.
That's where you're hiding. Your job involves being visible in public and not distracted. You're a lap dancer. Right, okay, I understand. That would make it hard to watch the streams while doing that. Okay, you're forgiven then. We're definitely going to have to do something down here. Now, I'm pretty sure we'll find one of those other targets here. I'm just looking... I mean, he looks special, but we've seen enemies that look like him, so that's not going to be one of them. Yeah, every fibre of my being is saying we're being sent over here. So let's just go back to town and hand in that side quest and see what Gav wants. Or where he wants us to go, I should say.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be transported.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Bar.
It looks like a cat's anus.
Truly unique
If you
creation.
turn the screwdriver inside
I
it.
dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steeple peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Those flatbreads on the left
Well,
look
if
really
it
nice.
takes off as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
I told him to stop worrying about things and get a job. I gave him terrible advice.
Oh, where did all the men come from?
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of...
Oh no, there's no exit here. Torgal, there's no exit. I have to go all the way around. This town has just been the bane of my existence.
Plates and pots! Bowls and...
Now, Dusan, I know
It would make us
My carpets have pride of place in...
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav?
I'd wager it's somewhere over by that quest marker.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
I like that both Stardust and meteorites are worthless in this universe.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Guess we'll just follow along the water. Or not.
should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
I got 5.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat? Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Why did they give Gav a bulge? Why were you looking? Also, God gave him that?
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
I think we're free to teleport, but this part of the desert we're done in. I'm pretty sure one of them said south. It's going to be down in that. Oh wait, no, that links together. Huh. I'm going to have a quick look. Because I'm pretty sure one of them was either in the north or the south desert. Although I don't like how big and open this area is. It might be something we're not supposed to take on until endgame, but we can still have a look around. I'm sure if something looks unique, it'll catch our attention. It's also a good chance to check for cactuars, because we know they exist. They might only be in passing, but they exist. No crab. What do we have here? We don't know what we have here. No, not allowed to talk well. You know what? I'm just going to go in and see. Draka's Deep. Oh, this goes on for quite some way. This is another place we'll probably get sent. Okay, that'll wait. I'm just looking for like dead ends that are large enough to imply, oh, they want you to fight something here, because that would be a dead giveaway for where a mark is. We'll check around that building and then we'll just go back. I already took on one of the harder ones. Well, hopefully one of the harder ones. Because it wasn't that bad. Gonna force me off the Jacobo to get to the other door, isn't it? Right now. Yeah.
No need to ride from here.
Can't drive cars in town.
Good girl.
That dust cloud being there when we passed by before. It's a very open area. See here. Ah, there's a dead end right there. Okay. Nope. Well, that's certainly something. It's gonna be a mark, I just can't tell what it is. Armadillo? Adamantoids? Oh, how could I not recognize Fastatita colon? AKA Adamantoids. I don't know how to fight one of these. Okay, it fights like a Pokemon, got it. His head is a weak point. Ah, you have to hit the head. Let's see. Oh, even that I don't think did damage. He's learning how to walk. Get him. Turtles should not walk on two legs. Or do whatever this is. Again, it didn't give me an option to dodge there at all. Technicality, this is a potion. Nope, 10 gil. That did no damage, I definitely hit his head there. Weird. His neck went long. Oh, Torgo changed forms. He went Fenrir mode.
This one.
Good, we knocked out 2 of them. 10,000 gil. Ooh.
It should have stayed in its shell.
I always forget he puns after every one of them. Wait, no, he didn't say anything after the guy, did he? Maybe it's only the creatures. Well, either way, knocking out 2 of them, stumbling on them is pretty good. Let's go back to the wrong button. Hideaway. Oh, there's a side quest up in the top right. Well, let me hand in those marks. I'm going to go do that side quest. My goal is to do every side quest. Unless there's any hidden ones I've missed.
We're seeing troops amassing at every point.
So let me see here. So this one I want to avoid. Oh, we don't even know where it is, so fair enough. Empty Hovel and the Cattery. Empty Hovel, Cattery. And then this one back in Sorrowwise. Should probably knock that one out. Sorrowwise and Rosaria.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Yoink.
Here you are. All done?
Not sure what to get with those points though. Oh, I could hold off and upgrade my limit break again. I'll do that. I'm so close I might as well wait for the 2000. Alright, Sorrowwise in Rosaria. This is Rosaria. Sorrowwise. Oh no, Sorrowwise is a big place. I bet he's there though. Because there was those robot type enemies over in that general area, so yeah, he'll be amongst them somewhere. Not this door. I'm not surprised it unlocked a bunch more marks and side quests elsewhere in the world, because it's trying to make you take your time a little bit after doing a climactic fight.
It'll take ages to tidy up.
It's deliberately putting this stuff here to be like, why don't you go chill out for a little bit before you start working towards the next one.
Alright, Sid. This is no time to ride.
Yes, it is. Alright, so this general area is Sorrowwise, and I'm pretty sure, actually if we go right and just follow this down, I'm pretty sure we'll find him sooner or later.
Yeah.
Although I don't think this is the part of the map I was thinking of. I guess we'll see. Wait, that's him right there. Are my long search is over. Severian. It's one of the greatsword ones. You know, Soul Greatsword, my favourite spell.
Nice try. Too slow.
I don't remember how to dodge this. Oh, and if you miss one hit, you're basically screwed, I see. That's like 3 different Dark Souls 2 int spells. That's very cool. Ah, the Electrum. Okay. Needed that.
From the ruins it came, and to ruin it returns.
I want him after like fighting a really, really tough one to just be like, fuck that. Just no pun. Just he's sick of it. Now then, where was that side quest? All the way over here. Back in Lost Wing.
Good day to you.
And good day to you.
Sid.
The crystals we get. We had to dig a new cellar.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot.
He looks like a cross between Daniel Craig and Poon.
Sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right, I will.
This will be the Tombury quest. For great justice, that doesn't sound very Tombury-like.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
We're to sup on
Of course, he's all the way up there.
Where it is, the Black Shields took a hiding. The bearers in the open.
Excuse me. Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village. Have you seen anything?
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting, most likely.
All right. Thank you.
Could just be goblins. It's usually goblins. Herb Mother?
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Torgal says yes.
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black Shields. Here.
What the hell are you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Through that, you casual. Hello, friend. The dog's kicking your ass.
You lose.
1,000 away.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
Probably. It's filled with bearers. Kind of surprised it's still standing, honestly, considering it's in Imperial land.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lost Wing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered. And he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts.
I like that he's addressing camera while doing
So
this.
I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lost Wing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades, and our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins.
Make ready for war.
Is he going to put on armor at least? There's got to be a follow-up where we help out, right?
I'm not going to change his mind.
No? Well, maybe not yet. Maybe later. And let's see what we can do with that electron. We might need some other stuff. Oh, we need to talk to him in the cutscene first. More hunts? Well, I don't know where to go for the question mark one. I'll check where the other ones are.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You know, it beats sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
No, I'm afraid I need to use this electrum.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Clive. So, what'll it be?
Ah. So it's a really good belt, but wasn't there something else that used it as well? Maybe not. Sure.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Oh, I can make a sword that's better than the Titan one? It's only better by 10, but absolutely.
Not my best work, but it'll do.
Oh wait, or is Enhancer the sword I was using? Oh. I make a diamond sword +1. Oh, I need... Okay, this must be like... You must have to upgrade one of these to get like your best weapon or something. But if I can make diamond sword +1, which I would need diamond sword for... Wait, don't I have that? Craft diamond sword? Oh, you can just go... Okay, if I get the white worm bone, you go straight to +1. Okay. And then once you get the +1, you can go to tier 2. And it's quite a bit better than what I'm using.
Anything else?
Alright. Yeah, that question mark's going to be a white dragon, and I don't think I'm high enough level for that kind of foe. Even though I took down something larger than a mountain. But that was different. That was story.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Tell her she's a nerd.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
That's bloody convenient.
What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
He's going to assume that's her actual name.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then.
Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat.
Okay.
That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It
Man, this
connects
isn't
to the
Arby's. Can
plating,
you just get
see,
to the point?
and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes.
And how will I
It's
transport
in
it? That's the
Lorbett's
real
Pass,
question.
Near Lostwing. The
I
thing
was
is,
just there,
well,
damn it. That's why
I
that side quest was there.
probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Could you be more specific about the unwanted visitor? No? Okay then. Thanks. That's very helpful for me planning my attack. I'll go check the board. Big cat. Empty hovel in the cattery.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? Come again. I may have more for you.
See what we can see. Alright, let's see. Empty hovel in the cattery. One of these markers could be the empty hovel. Like, that could be an empty hovel. It looks like a house. I still think I'm going to get sent through these parts of the desert, though, probably to get to the next main mission. Well, either way, neither of them are marked, so we'll just go there next time we're swinging by. Oops. Let's go see what the unwanted visitor is, or guest, or whatever.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Oh, they're starting to do stuff. There's got to be a follow-up quest for that. Now, which way am I leaving this town from? This way.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Wait. This is a dead end. I need to be up on the bridge. it's all the way down here. Yes. So yeah, it would have put you perfectly in line to do that side quest.
Good girl.
Level 12 and 13 enemies, not worth my time. Although I do enjoy that enemies don't level up with you. It's a very good decision.
You deserve a rest.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Hello, EVP. I don't see no creature.
Anybody home?
Oh.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Wait. Oh wait, the other one did that as well. Oh, sorry, yes, I heard something beeping as well. You're okay. Oh, I see you've been doing more painting. Was the Urban Mech the only Battletech thing you had to paint?
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
I see.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Oh, is that 10 away from... Ooh. No. Meteorite's rare, though. Before I go back to mid, is there a new side quest here? No, there is not. Okay, then. Still got half an hour before switch over.
seen troops amassing at every port.
I think Mid might need some help.
I did the second thing. Give me the quest for the third thing.
Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
I don't think that's Sid's collar, because how would she have had it unless he sent her it prior to him dying?
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
No, he got a letter from her, that was it. She was off at some different school studying.
Harpocrates, do you have the moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine? Whatever will that girl think of next? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they...
It sounds like this may be the way we have to fight a worm.
If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Hello, Zoe.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds...
It's going to make me pick between these two, and it previously made me pick between two of the other characters. I'm curious what the repercussions of this is going to be.
Your capable hands, Clive.
Oh, is Jill just... No, we'll get the choice after talking to him again.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
I mean, I don't really know the medic, so obviously Jill. She's just the medic as far as I'm concerned.
So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Jill sounded different to me there, and I couldn't put my finger on why.
Now, where's Jill?
Good question, me.
There's talk that the glass gate flood.
All anyone ever wants anymore.
Up! You'll not find a bruised
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Congratulations on carrying on your Rise adventure.
Fresh cuts. Come and get them.
Oh, he said cuts. I thought there was an N in there.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
One garlic, my good
I
man.
hope it's to your liking.
Thank you. Now one Pipoyo nut, or whatever it's called.
Oi, don't touch anything.
I'm buying one nut.
Go on, take it.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
The nuts are almost certainly for him, because remember he said that the dog kept stealing his nuts. Or whatever.
Did you find
Nestling his nose in his nuts.
I did. Here.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Hippocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. before we head back, would you walk with me a while? Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells?
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread.
So did the dog.
Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
There was nothing to interrupt them kissing that time, but they just didn't try to do it. Oh, maybe they will now.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
I was curious what Sora would do because she's right next to me and the noise Torgal makes comes out the controller. She was confused and startled.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
I bet he made it just using stuff he had and we were just getting him lunch.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our
Oh,
work here
I
is
just
almost at
remembered.
an end.
Ultima said he wanted to sever like every connection Clive has.
I was enjoying playing the man of action.
I maybe
for
should have
once.
picked the characters I
When
knew
both the
less.
shielding and the moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other, followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Oh, Jill's dying of the curse anyway. But not Gav. Not Gav!
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
So stop making me run all the way back to where bloody Mid is. Not Lenny! Not Lenny! I should be angry, but I'm just glad Lenny is okay. Relieved? Relieved Lenny's okay? That sounds
I just
better.
started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid.
Yes, this has been a lot of busy work,
Shielding is
but
underway.
again, it's meant
Found
to.
something for
It's on
it.
purpose.
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
What now?
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
The universe had didgeridoos?
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
She laughed, but her model didn't smile or open its mouth. That is sure a thing.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Alright. A new quest is available nearby. Oh, got a lair.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
He cracked the crystal too.
Ooh, and it's giving you some kind of upgrade as well. Wait, this is the quest? Who the hell is this? Oh, he was the person who wanted to cheer him up. Blacksmith Blues Part 2.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
So this isn't the side quest that was on the map, so there's two then. Yeah, and they're both upgrades. This is another side quest as well. Not yet. Oh, these are all side quests. Alright, you'll need to remind me that there's two more side quests in there, chat. Because we can only really focus on one at a time. I'll see what the setup to this one is, but we'll probably have to save that for tomorrow's session.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
What did this quest do permanent upgrade wise last time?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Are we describing a katana?
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want.
Cut back to Clive and he's just pulling his pants back up.
And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Well, we can at least see what happens at the inn, because that means we'll probably have to go do some fighting. And that'll be a good picking up point next time, to warm up. Yeah, we haven't been back in this inn since
People
the
take
story.
notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Great Fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
Calm yourself. I don't know for sure.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
He doesn't even know her name. We didn't introduce ourselves. Give a lot of exposition to a stranger. Alright, perfect. So that is taking us to one of the unexplored bits of the desert for next time.